The Australian election, I decided to watch last night. So I don't often watch 6 o'clock news, but I keep on forgetting. I mean, I keep on going, why do you do it to yourself, Michael? But, sometimes it's like straying back into the water. I might just take a new drone out to the Lake Ellesmere next year. It'll be like that sort of thing, oh, I've forgotten. It's like women that give childbirth, and you go through the pain, the horrible ritual of it all, the torn asunder all the bits that used to be looking okay and now they don't look all that wonderful, and they forget, it's that miracle of birth. It's not that the child's born, it's that the woman forgets she's given birth and wants to do it again. Brilliant. But, it's one of those. So I moved, using exactly that analogy, sat down in front of my television New Zealand set last night to watch the 6 o'clock news and specifically the coverage of the Australian election, where again I was introduced to some strange and weird dude called Aziz Al-Sa'afan. Now, no, he's not Samoan or Tongan. Aziz Al-Sa'afan is a migrant or a refugee, in actual fact, from the Middle East. Well, you might have guessed with a name like Aziz Al-Sa'afan. But he is the television New Zealand correspondent from Australia. And I've seen him a couple of times before and gone, and I don't think I've ever listened to a word he said because my mouth's open. And I'm looking at the screen going, that is the worst punch and grow I've ever seen in my life. Did you see it, Josh? Seriously. It is not hair, Josh. It's not a toupee, Josh. It is something special. I mean, I can't even give you a description of it. It looks as if it is wire, black wire, that's been absolutely sewn into his hair, into his top of his skull, row by row by row by row. And I'm always agog. I always go, why don't you just let yourself go bald? Surely you could just shave yourself. I don't know. There's 1,001 options you've gone, but there you go. There he was. I watched him. Anyhow, finally I was able to concentrate a little bit again after getting over, and I always get a bit of shock out of it. I shouldn't have, because I then went and researched and said, who is this dude? How did he get his job? And he had, as you would expect, a liberal left perspective, mentioned Donald Trump, who wasn't in the US election, wasn't in the Australian election, sorry. Yes, he was in the USA one. He mentioned him and sort of, he was almost doing what I was doing when I heard of the duck shooter shooting down the drone. He was happy. And he was expressing his happiness at the victory that has been characterised as a landslide victory in Australia, and the denouement of the Liberal country or Liberal National Coalition. But anyhow, and I wondered, why are you so happy? And then you read his background, you go, oh God, well there's the reason why, he is the classic DEI appointment, can I just say? That should sum it up. Gay is gay. I mean, there he is with a punch and grow, the earring in his left ear, and sort of jumping around as if he's just come out of a Sydney bathhouse, which he probably has, to be fair. But can I just say, I watched it last night, the so-called commentary from Aziz Al-Sa'afan. I looked him up and I didn't realise he's probably more famous for appearing in Woman's Day. Here it goes. One News correspondent, Aziz Al-Sa'afan, shares his picture-perfect proposal. And that was when he met the love of his life, lawyer Jake Nutt. I know, seriously, that's his real name, Jake Nutt. And apparently went down on his bended knee or got up on his elbows, I couldn't quite work out, and in a glass igloo in Lapland proposed to his boyfriend. Okay. There's another story of him. Broadcaster Aziz Al-Sa'afan on landing the perfect job and the perfect man. Oh my God, can you believe it? I mean, this is the One News correspondent for TVNZ, the state-funded broadcaster. That's the story about him. There he is. He's landed the perfect job, getting the One News broadcast correspondent role in Australia, and at the same time picking up his boyfriend, who he's now engaged to, because he got up on his elbows on an igloo in Lapland. But the other bit, no. The other bit is that I wondered why he got his job. And I now know why. Because he just happens to be the LGBTQ proponent for TVNZ and a whole series of others. Known for his warm, friendly and energetic nature, Aziz is a proud LGBT ambassador and a voice and activist for the community. In 2019, he was a finalist in the Rainbow Excellence Awards, recognising his active campaign for acceptance, inclusion and visibility in society. And he's been an MC at everything from the Big Gay Out, Battle in the Band and ASB Pride in the Park, reads his testimonial and background for TVNZ. But Aziz, listen, you're allowed to be gay, mate. I don't have a problem with that. You're allowed to go into Women's Day and proclaim your love and explain all your private and sexual and emotional life to us. Go for your life. But can I please ask you, stop distracting me with the hair. Can somebody explain to me, who watches Aziz Al Saafan, can you tell me what he's done with it? And why he's suddenly decided to acquire an earring in his left ear, which has never been there before, but was there last night. I don't know. Maybe, as I said, we interrupted him in his social life. Who knows?